Cheers folks and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a video against the Champion of the Universe from the latest event quest in uncollected difficulty. Now the Champion of the Universe is the latest final boss of the event quest that's currently ongoing, and I will show you a little bit why did I choose the team or the champion I chose, a little bit on the nodes and also the abilities. Now the nodes on his boss node are first of all insecurity. So whenever a taunt debuff is applied, it drains 50% of the attacker's power over 3 seconds. There's a special armor up node and also buff duration. Every buff of the champion lasts 30% longer. He has 200% attack and health. And that is actually probably the most crucial one, the defender gains plus 10% attack for every buff on them. Now to explain a bit the buff situation, it's worthwhile to look at his abilities. Now we'll focus really on the most important things for his abilities that you need to know when fighting him. First thing, when he activates 2 or more of his fury buffs, he becomes unstoppable, which means that you can't really attack him for about 5 seconds. And then when he is unstoppable and has an active fury buff, he starts regenerating 1.5% of the damage taken in this fight per second. So the more fury buffs he has, the more he regenerates. On top, this regeneration, you can't really stop it with certain abilities. You can't use Fate Seal, so you can't use Doctor Strange or Ghost Rider. You cannot use Heal Block, so for example Yondu Vision, and Petrify, so Wasp or Void. All that won't work to stop his regeneration. Now, it said the fury buffs, when he gets more than 2 fury buffs, he becomes unstoppable. And it says every 13 seconds, the champion gains 1 persistent charge and activates a fury buff. So basically every 26 seconds, he activates 2 of those fury buffs. And you can get rid of those fury buffs by hitting him 20 times on his combo meter. On top, when he's on the final boss node, which he is right now, he gains an additional 733 armor and block penetration. And he gains, in case he would fight against this list of contest greatest fighters, he would gain a duration for his buffs by a flat 25% and also of his ability accuracy. But in the end, I chose not to fight him with any of the champions in this list of the contest greatest fighters. I chose to fight with Captain America Infinity War, and the reason is very simple. First, he is able to, when he's kinetically charged, stop or nullify Unstoppable. So you have to make sure that you are kinetically charged all the time. Now there are some things that you can get kinetic charges from in the team setup. And there's 2 classes that I deem very important to bring along if you fight with Captain America Infinity War. And the first one is Mutant, because then you have a chance on triggering a special a kinetic charge when you fire off a special attack. And also Mystic, means every time you nullify a buff, and in this case every time you nullify an unstoppable buff, you have a chance of getting 1 kinetic potential charge back. On top, every time you perfect block parry the Champion of the Universe, you also get a kinetic charge. So what you have to do during this entire fight, basically, is to make sure that you are kinetically charged all the time. Now, one thing about this fight and this whole regeneration, my advice to you is don't give a damn. Don't worry about his regeneration. It just means the fight will take longer in the end, but you will eventually get him down. The more important thing is to be kinetically charged all the time. And the best thing is to have 4 to 5 kinetic charges just before firing off your special 2. Because what you do is when you have the 4 to 5 charges is you then parry block him. And when you parry block him, you activate first your heavy, and after the first punch of your heavy, you activate the special 2. Because when you are kinetically charged with like 4 to 5, the fury effect is multiplied for each kinetic charge that you have. And then if on top that special 2 is then multiplied by this Fury charge, you are able to do a lot of damage. Now, after your special attack, you would usually use all your kinetic charges. Now, that's why one of the reasons why it's so important to bring a mutant champ is that after you fire off your special, you're actually able to get one kinetic charge back. Because the only risk in this entire fight when you fight with Captain America Infinity War is that the champion of the universe gets unstoppable during a time when you have no kinetic charges. But that's really the only issue. Other than that, it's rinse and repeat. Build kinetic charges, build up to your special 2. When you have your special 2, parry, stun him, use your heavy, first punch, and then you use your special 2, and eventually you make a lot of damage, especially when you hit critical, and then he's down. And that's already all the secret. And yeah, with that, I'll leave you to the rest of the fight. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Cheers, folks.